Welcome back everybody. Today we're going to cook a good family favourite. It's the Messina inspired lamb dish. It's kind of a braised lamb. It's really good. So what we've got here, we've got some lamb chops. These are chump chops, so they're a little bit cheaper than the standard lamb chop, which is perfect for this dish. So what we want to do, we want to pop that into an empty dish, like so. And we're going to drizzle over some olive oil into that. Right, we're going to add some salt. This is just coarse sea salt. A little bit more, why not? And some pepper, now that that's got. Hang on. And some pepper. And then we're just going to chop in some cloves of garlic. So you want 4 cloves of garlic and around about 8 to 10 lamb chops. So let's just crush them down. Get them out. We want to chop this down a little bit. Let's get this out. So a nice roughly chopped garlic. And then we want to add that into lamb as well. Okay, then we're going to get half a bottle of a nice fruity red wine. You know, cheap red wine is nice. So half a bottle of red wine goes in there. Along with some fresh thyme. If you have some fresh thyme, rosemary is good as well. My fresh rosemary is still growing, so I'm going to add a little bit of dried rosemary into there, just for flavour. And because we're serving lamb, a little bit of fresh mint would go down a treat. So let's pop this in there, like so. Now, time to get your hands dirty. So hands in and just work in the lamb. And just make sure it's well coated and rub it in a little bit. Now it's at this stage, you could, if you wanted to, cover it over and let it marinate in the fridge for maybe an hour, hour and a half to 2 hours. But because look, it's a family dish, this is going to cook in the oven for about an hour and a half as well. So I think it's enough time for the flavours to combine together. But anyway, we're going to come back to the dish. So let's imagine that we've marinated this for an hour and a half. Okay, in the fridge, we're going to pull that out. Now we've got some fresh capers here. So these capers are going into the dish. Italian food loves capers. And just some pitted black olives. Like so. And we're going to chop also an onion in there as well. So just simple slices, hasn't got to be fine diced. Just chop them down. Perfect. And another one. Just like that. And we want a few carrots, so we've got a few carrots here. Okay, there's no need to peel the carrots. I think an unpeeled carrot tastes better. It's kind of nice earthy note to the carrot, so why hide it? So kind of just cut at a slight angle as if you're doing mirepoix or veg. This will help you plate the dish later on. Right, so we've got our chopped onion and our chopped carrots, so we're going to pop that in as well. So right, we've got our chopped onions and garlic in there, our carrots, our pitted olives, our garlic and our capers, and we're just going to work that round into the lamb here. Right, And basically what we're going to do, we're going to put that in a hot oven for about 15 to 20 minutes, okay? And then we'll cover it over and reduce that day. So while that's in the oven, it's the perfect time if you want to make a couple of purees. I'm going to serve this Messina lamb with some potato puree, which will be perfect. And I've also made some cauliflower puree. It just makes a nice sweet note. So if you come and have a look at this, the cauliflower puree is very simple to make, and I'll put the recipe as well on my blog. But it's just basically, look, you're boiling down some cauliflower for 20 minutes on obviously a rolling boil with a little bit of chicken stock, okay? And then you'll pop that into a blender, okay, minus the stock, add a few knobs of butter, and you just blitz that for a few minutes. Hopefully you get a texture like this. If you don't, add some of the stock in as well. And again, the potato puree is just, you know, mashed potatoes, and just a little bit more milk and cream if you want to, just keep that nice, soft and supple. Again, the recipe for that will be on the blog as well. Right, that's been in the oven for about 15-20 minutes. Yeah, come and have a look. There we are. You see, it's just started to cook down really, really well. So what we just want to do, we just want to mix that around gently. I'll find something to mix it with there. And just make sure everything is covered. Now, if any of you haven't heard of Messina, it's in Sicily, okay, and it's famous for it's the third largest city in Sicily as well. Obviously just off Italy there, Sicily, if you've never heard of it. And it's famous for its lemons, its black olives, its seaport, its trading as well. So that's where we're getting the infusion of red wine, olives and capers as well. But anyway, at this stage, so we've just taken that out the oven there. It's been in for about 15 to 20 minutes. So what we want to do is just stick in some frozen peas, which is perfect, or fresh peas, whatever you have. Give that a little bit of a mix again. Stick in a sprig of fresh mint, okay, and we're just going to cover this with some tin foil there. And if the pan is hot, like this one is, throw a tea towel over and just press it down gently around the edges, which is a good trick. We just want to keep this covered. So what we're going to do now, we're going to pop that back in the oven and we're going to turn the temperature down to about 160, okay, and then we're going to leave that for about an hour and a half.
Buongiorno! I don't see that yet.
Right, the hour and a half is up, so hopefully we'll have something nice and tasty. So let's have a look. Have a look. That's good. So here we have our Messina inspired lamb. Okay, so we'll just start to plate it. It's cooked beautifully. It's lovely and soft. It's just falling away from the bone there. So we'll just start plating up. So what we want, actually first of all, my potato puree. We'll have some of this. That's on the plate. You know, serve it however you want. This is just the way that I'm doing it, I guess. Let's get some of these carrots in here, like so. Now you see why I did the carrots like this. Sprinkle some peas about, some olives. Rummage around and find all the good stuff. More olives and peas. Here we go. More olives. Peas. Let's get a little bit of lamb out there. Might be easier to see. There's one lamb chop. There's no real point just to have one, so we might as well have two. Get some of the jus and the stock. Olives. Beautiful. Might help just to tip this up a little bit. and the parsnip, not the parsnip, the broccoli puree I made earlier on. This will come in very, very handy. I've just kept this warm in some hot water at the stove for now, so I'm just going to put some of this in. There we go. And finish it off with a little bit of fresh thyme on it as well. Perfect. And again, no Italian dish is served without a sprinkling of fresh parsley. And presto. There we have our Messina inspired lamb, which is a lamb chop, which is the chump cut, which is very nice, and we have a potato puree, braised carrots, along with obviously the braised olives now, potato puree and the lamb on top. Fantastic. Thanks everyone again for watching my video. If you like what you see, follow my recipe blog, which is Everybody Loves an Italian. Okay, we put links up of that on social media, Facebook, Twitter, so feel free to follow me and like my videos, and please share them as well. We want other people to fall in love with Italian food just as much as I love it. So thank you very much again, and arrivederci.